rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And I love it when they slip it to the fullback. He's a guy that, blocks a lot, so always in the box blocking, and then you sneak him by those linebackers and try to give him a touch or two to get some positive yards.
The Hawkeyes pick up the first down. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way, and when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, people in Iowa, they just love football, and this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. Looking left. Got his man down. downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Tanner. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough number.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the 1st drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He wants it all. To the end zone and it's picked off. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Play of the period, 1st down here. Takes the handoff. It's Pope. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on second down. Makes the catch. And he'll be brought down. The Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads it left. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This guy can throw it. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Now facing a third and long. To throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's James. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Russell. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Cyclones are flying down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Finds his man. It's Tanner. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gonna run it. It's Russell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Cyclones started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows. Bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Makes the grab down the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The snap sets up the throw. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, and settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks. This guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the grab.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Iowa State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. And the ball is loose on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Hits the open man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cyclones! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Cyclones will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this.
Oh, he's got some space. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Reed. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Snagged out of the air. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Pulls it in, it's James. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good, you're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line. Trying to punch it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pollock.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. The Cyclones keep close out its lead.
Man, gaining strength, gaining momentum, gaining belief, right? Like gaining belief that you can get this done. Such a big rivalry game with so much emotion.
Yeah, Iowa feels like they're in a natural disaster right now. They feel like they're in a cyclone. They don't know which way is up or down. They are lost.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run the screen. Oh, what a cut! Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's got his man, makes the grab. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Russell.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Reed. Scrambling away. And the physical play there forces... completion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cyclones!
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much appreciated lifeline. The offense changing the play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, looking for a man. He's going to let it go. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. This time he's got it. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option route.
There he goes. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on third.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field.
Get set.
They'll try the right side. Can't get him to the ground. Just plowing ahead.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. And the Cyclones get it past the sticks.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on fourth and short. You pick up the first down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
The Cyclones will try to punch it in on first and goal. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Touchdown, Iowa State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Oh, he wants it all. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Turning it on. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Smashes through the tackle. Flying down the right side. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't... blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Got it set up on the outside. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Looking for space, it's Russell. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll line up to go for 2. On the move. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Steps away to find some room. Snags it. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Grab behind the line. It's James. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Iowa offense will take over. 1st and 10.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And